we've got the Atlanta Hawks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Welcome to the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg for 2K Sports for this Friday afternoon broadcast. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Heinrich and Johnson in the backcourt. Jason Collins is out there with Horford, and it's Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, Iggy and Brand are the forwards. Pause rounds up the front court. Holiday and Meeks in the backcourt.
And what a job Doug Collins did with Philadelphia last year, taking the Sixers team to the playoffs. And they did a nice job of playing their Eastern Conference foes well.
And it's the Hawks to start out. Holiday against Heinrich. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Johnson with it. Knocks it loose. Goes up from the top of the key. The rebound by Iguodala. On that Philly side, once again, still lost more than they won against the East, but nonetheless, a big improvement for a first-year coach.
First-year coach and a really young, developing team, Kevin, so you want to see incremental progress. And given the year before when they went 14-38 against their conference counterparts, that was a huge leap forward to get them back close to 500.
Absolutely. Now let's find out what head coach Doug Collins had to say to Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that he had to imprint on his team not to get overwhelmed when this offense gets hot and starts putting up points in bunches. He said it'll be tough at times, but as long as we keep working hard and make them work harder, we'll be able to weather any storm. Guys?
All right, Doris, they're probably, Clark, well aware of the firepower they're up against.
Well, Kevin and Steve, you always have to be aware of that when you're facing these guys.
Yeah, no question. If you're not prepared right from the outset, then this team will punch you in the mouth and get off to a big lead early. So they've got to be up to the task defensively.
Boy, the Hawks came into the postseason last year as the 5 seed and really weren't given too much of a chance, but they turned some heads against the Magic.
Well, back to the Hawks. They kind of backed into the postseason, losing, Steve, their last 6 regular season games.
Well, it shows sometimes that the regular season may not make any difference once the playoffs start. And I think Atlanta really caught fire in that first round against Orlando, won the series, and then gave Chicago some problems, too.
You know, a high school legend in L.A., Drew Holiday, won 3 state titles at Campbell Hall High School in North Hollywood from 2005 to 2008.
Johnson gets the bucket.
He may not be their top 3-point option, guys, but you still got to cover him. I mean, you got to defend him in some form or fashion.
Holiday with the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Clark, good notes on Drew Holiday in Los Angeles, averaging 25 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, and almost 5 steals a game his senior season. Steve, those are some pretty wonderful numbers to bring to UCLA.
Yeah, the high school player of the year that season, and he ended up struggling a little bit his freshman season at UCLA, playing off the ball alongside Darren Collison, but you know, he really developed his first couple of seasons in Philadelphia back to his natural point guard position and a rising star in this league.
And so here is Atlanta following the 3 from Drew Holiday. Here's Holiday, 5 points in the game. Over Heinrich. Again, Philadelphia. 11 seconds left in the first. Now Johnson. The tray. And Heinrich gets it to go down on the assist by Johnson. Up in time. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Here's Turner.
How about this, Kevin? Just 2 seasons ago, Drew Holiday was the youngest player in the league and actually had his grandmother living with him in Philly to help watch over him. He's come a long way.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the 76ers, Evan Turner and Iguodala on the perimeter. Elton Brand is out there with Tony Battie, and it's Holiday in at the point. Andrew Holiday now living on his own, and he held his own in the playoffs against Miami. Steve, he played well.
He did more than hold his own. Kevin shot better than 50% from long range, made great decisions with the ball. He really grew and matured during that series, and I think Doug Collins and the Sixers are absolutely ecstatic to have him leading this club into the future. Smart, he's just using his size advantage to get his shot off.
And a sweet stroke, too, you might add.
Here's Battie. The 76ers again can't hit it. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Gets it to go. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
Beautiful there. They're trying to pull away.
Well, with smart basketball, little by little, they're building on their lead here.
Shot's good by Turner.
And that's his first three-pointer, so maybe that one will get him started.
The Hawks leading by 4. Johnson right side. Stuffs it through.
Yeah, he didn't have to slow down at all, guys. Just perfectly timed pass there.
And here are the 76ers now. They trail by 6. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, after a slow first quarter, he's starting to pick it up a bit here.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Goes up. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Great awareness by fouling on that layup. Make him earn 2 points.
Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. I mean, send him to the line instead of giving up an easy 2.
Good on the second free throw.
Had a miss on that trip, but still made this a 2-possession lead.
Here comes Williams. Lets it go from deep. And it's Johnson with the rebound. And here's Heinrich. No good on that last second attempt there.
Good game for Johnson. He has 8 points, then he's buried 1 3-pointer in the course of this game.
Yeah, it's good that he's established himself as having the ability to knock down that long-range shot because it forces the defense to respect him.
And we'll be right.
And it's a good one going on out in.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Here's Holiday.
And Atlanta's overall record might have fallen last year, but they stayed just as strong as ever against the East. They were able to chalk up 31 wins against Eastern Conference opponents.
On the court for Atlanta, Heinrich and Johnson in the backcourt. Smith out there with Horford, and it's Collins in at the 5 down low. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, hey, Kevin, for Coach Doug Collins, it's always been about being candid with his players. As Andre Iguodala says, he loves the relationship, saying, I always wanted that with a coach, to have an open dialogue and tell me the truth. I think we need that. The Sixers enjoyed some success with Coach Collins, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Good line of communication there with Coach Collins.
And really with the coach, that's what you want as a player. I mean, honesty and the feeling you can talk to him candidly and straightforward.
Moving it around, launches it. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way. And the East was a lot stronger. Steve, you're right, this past year. Clark making Atlanta's mark even more impressive. We talked moments ago about how their win total wasn't all that good, but against the East, they did find success overall.
They did. They were a dominant team against the East in a lot of ways. The tide of the dominant conference shifted a bit. And fortunately for Atlanta, they were able to kind of keep up with that shift.
76ers trailing. Outside Holiday. Count that one. Holiday's got 10 points.
Fellas, they are heating up from outside now.
Yep, of their last 5 hoops, 3 of them have come from long range.
And Smith backing in. Fires at the elbow. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, neither team has really gained an edge rebounding-wise here, and the score reflects that.
Well, if one team can start hitting the boards harder, I mean, it'll give them a good chance to pull away.
The Hawks are making a switch on the floor. He can't complete the three-point play. And here we go with Kirk Heinrich. To end the run, that's good from Johnson on the assist from Marvin Williams. That's 10 points for Johnson. Outside Holiday, over Heinrich. Holiday gets the bucket.
And the pace has really ramped up in the second half.
Steve, I like the re-energized effort here. I mean, it's been a battle.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday. Now let's check in with Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
Guys, our Sprite Spark in this game, Evan Turner. His spark off the bench has provided exactly the kind of lift you would hope for. That kind of punch is exactly what you need from your reserves.
Thank you, Doris. He gave them guys just what they were looking for off the bench.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, I think the game would have been a totally different looking game if not for what he brought to the table.
Well, it didn't take him any time to get into the flow of the game either. I mean, as soon as he got out there, he was ready to roll.
Lewis Williams and Evan Turner pairing up in the backcourt. Young out there with Iguodala. And it's Brand in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Pull-up jumper. The shot by Turner, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving.
Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. First free throw missing for him. No luck that time either. And here's Atlanta. It's a three-point game. Heinrich outside. Crawford up top. Turner covering. Here's Williams. It's in! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And that had to feel good.
Yeah, he exhaled as that one went down.
Timeout call the 76ers. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Doug Collins was saying to the team. His message was very simple. Pick up the pace and be extremely aggressive. He said at one point, we need to make things very hard on their ball handlers. Let's see if they can feel the heat, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Heinrich, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Heinrich outside. A look from Crawford. It's good!
You know, they got a foul to give here if they need it.
Well, definitely something to keep in mind for them right now. They can be very aggressive.
Timeout called the 76ers. They trail by 2. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, what do you think, Clark? You go for the 2 or the 3 here?
I don't think you choose one or the other ahead of time. I think you try to take what's available. You get the best shot as quickly as you can.
Heinrich against Holiday. Heinrich kicks to Crawford. To win it. Oh, he got it! Oh,
Buzzer, knock it down!
shot!
Right at the horn!
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Joe Johnson.